Did the Pentagon just declare war on the free press? In a stunning development, America's defense headquarters has taken an unprecedented step, effectively barring journalists from its press office and reclassifying it as a secure, or frankly, off-limits, space. This isn't a small bureaucratic shuffle, it's a deliberate act that cuts off a vital artery of information between the military and the American people. Before we dive into the implications of this dramatic move, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in US politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and allows us to bring you these critical updates. For years, reporters have had a dedicated space within the Pentagon's Public Affairs Office. It was a place where they could walk in, approach military public affairs officials without needing escorts, and ask the questions that the public deserved to have answered. It was a physical manifestation of the press's role as a watchdog, a crucial component of accountability in a government that wields immense power and spends trillions of taxpayer dollars. This area wasn't just a room, it was a conduit for information, a place where journalists could get immediate clarification, follow up on breaking stories, and gain a deeper understanding of complex military operations and policies. Now, that conduit has been severed. The Pentagon's Public Affairs Office, once a relatively accessible hub for reporters, has been designated as a classified space. This means journalists can no longer freely enter, and direct, unescorted access to officials within that specific area is no longer permitted. The Department of Defense is essentially saying that a space traditionally used for public information dissemination is now, for all intents and purposes, out of bounds for the very people tasked with informing the public. What does this really mean? On a fundamental level, it represents a significant tightening of control over information. It erects new barriers between the military leadership and the journalists who are meant to hold them accountable. This decision directly impacts the ability of reporters to do their jobs effectively. It makes it harder to get timely answers, to probe deeply into sensitive issues, and to ensure that the public is fully informed about the actions and decisions of its military. Think about it, no longer being able to walk into a press office and quickly speak to an official means that every single interaction will likely require formal requests, approvals, and potentially significant delays. This creates a chilling effect on news gathering and makes it easier for inconvenient questions to be sidestepped or ignored. Who is affected by this? Primarily, it's the journalists who cover national security and defense. But more broadly, it affects the American public. Transparency is the bedrock of a healthy democracy. When a powerful institution like the Pentagon starts restricting access to its press operations, it raises a red flag. It begs the question, what is being hidden? Is it sensitive operational details that truly need protection, or is it something more uncomfortable? Something that the brass might not want the public to know or scrutinize too closely? The possible outcomes are concerning. We could see a further erosion of trust between the public and the military. If people feel that information is being deliberately withheld, they are more likely to be suspicious and disengaged. This move could also embolden other government agencies to adopt similar tactics, leading to a broader trend of reduced transparency. Furthermore, it could empower those within the Pentagon who wish to control the narrative, rather than embrace open communication. It's a slippery slope that could lead to a less informed public and a less accountable military. This isn't just about a physical space, it's about access to information and the principles of journalistic inquiry. The Pentagon has a responsibility to be transparent, especially when dealing with matters of national security and defense that involve vast resources and the lives of service members. Designating the press office as off-limits is a stark departure from that responsibility. It signals a potential shift towards secrecy over openness, and that is a dangerous precedent for any democratic society. So what do you think about this? Is the Pentagon justified in reclassifying its press office, or is this a dangerous step towards increased secrecy and reduced accountability? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. The Pentagon has made a choice, and it's one that will have lasting repercussions for how the public understands and engages with its own military. We will continue to watch this situation closely.